What do you mean, like?
Like if you get really lean, like people say like, oh, you're on the
Could you write me a message for a girl?
So body fat percentage, you're either slim or you're getting slimmer, or you can get slimmer.
Okay.
And that's a good thing about having a power meter, you know, because there's a point where you get too lean, but you're losing a lot of power and you're going a bit insane, and you can't, you know, people find it hard to be around you. You get touchy and you flip out about stuff that doesn't really matter in the bigger picture.
Okay.
So I see it a lot in cycling. Generally, those who eat the least freak out the most. They might get really lean, but then emotionally not stable. And if you're not emotionally stable, it doesn't matter how good you look or whatever's going on, you're not enjoying life. And emotional stability is number one. Because you can be healthy, you know, body-wise, you know, no illness, but if you're not emotionally stable, not enjoying life, there's no point in living, really. So I would say be lean, slim, but also be able to function in society and have fun every day in what you do. And be an easy person to be around, productive person, inspiring. A rainbow versus a drainbow. So, I see it. Yeah. A lot in cycling and running circles. People get really obsessed with weight and they're just like trying to get as lean as possible, but then they just emotionally, they're boring to hang around.
Okay. Is there like a minimum percentage which you like?
A minimum percent?
Yeah.
Well, there's no really accurate way to test body fat percentage anyway. There's no 100% way that's 100% accurate. It's a little ballpark. So there's no point chasing something that's impossible to even measure. You can't measure body fat percent really accurately. Because you can drink water, do a DEXA scan, and then those numbers have changed. Or you can do underwater weighing, drink water, that's changed. Like it's pointless. Like, when we chase the impossible, we'll always put our heads against the wall. Focus on being lean, trim and healthy, and contributing, and having fun every day. And that's it. Like in the Tour de France, yeah, some guys get so lean that their team just fucking hates them. They're riding really well, but they're just crazy to be around. You know? But because their job is pro cyclist, like Bradley Wiggins is a good example. When he gets really lean, I'm not sure how he gets lean, what he does, but he's just crazy. You know, he's throwing his bikes and he's kicking helmets around the bus and he's yelling at people.
Also on drugs.
Yeah, that's, you know. But I'm saying, like, when you're that lean and that fast, sometimes you go a bit cray.
Alright.
So it's about finding the sweet spot. That's why generally anorexics, to be around an anorexic is like, oh, I can't do it.
They don't have the energy to do much.
They don't have enough energy to freak out. It causes drama. And then you got people in there borderline anorexic, causing drama or going a bit crazy. So you just got to laugh with it. There's that meme that says, warning, bodybuilder dieting, extreme rage, outbursts, you know, stuff like that. Be aware.
Yeah.
It's a good example. Can an anorexic ride dose of tap? I haven't seen one yet. Who? No. Maybe once. It'll take him 2 hours. Did you have any crashes yesterday?
There was one crash coming up Bush.
Was that Luke and his derailleur?
No, it was 2 girls. I'm not sure they were. No one got hurt, but they kind of put drills and stuff.
That's the good thing about Dois Tap is like you come up the hill and you can sort of learn about, you know, wheels in front of you and things like that. If we just did bunch rides in the flat, it would be hectic.
Oh yeah.
Because you're doing 30k an hour, and if you cross the wheel, you can really, but at least if you cross the what blows the tap, generally you're not going to hurt yourself. No one, as far as I know, has hurt themselves going up the hill. People have broken collarbones going down and on the flat, but so far, no injuries going up. Just a few bent hangers and stuff like that. So the hills are the best way to learn how to ride a bike, as long as you take it easy on the downhill and stay within your comfort zone and don't panic. Never panic. Never grab the brakes really hard, otherwise you can potentially go over. And if you have to grab the brakes hard, so shift your body weight over the back of the bike, and that would prevent you from going over the bars. With wasps drinking some sugars.
Same one.
Yeah, they're so smart. Sugar fan.
More questions?
I have a question about tags on my YouTube videos.
Yes.
It's really like important to use them because someone told me that they didn't use any tags at all.
On the thumbnails?
Tags.
No.
Oh, tags. So you said text.
Yeah, I think just do them.
I rarely do, but I still think it's.
It only takes like less than a minute.
Yeah, I always forget to do it.
Boom. You can also have it on default tags, like on my cycling channel I have like just cycling tips, Duran Rider, Strava.
Your titles are definitely more important.
Thumbnail,
description.
yeah.
But description's really good too.
Yeah.
You know, if you can like put tags into a sentence, you know, into a paragraph, like even if you take like someone's wiki page, if it's about them, like the description about a celebrity and put that in the description.
Really?
Yeah, that's really
I
good
didn't know.
because it says a lot of information about them.
Yeah. The best, so the order is number 1 priority is thumbnail, 2nd title, 3rd description text, 4th tags. The thumbnail always the most important one. And the best thumbnails, I've got videos that have had over 10 million views. And the best thumbnails you can make is what I call an organic thumbnail. A thumbnail that looks like it's from the actual video versus like a fancy thumbnail with text and all that stuff, shiny. So one example was like Philly was wearing a bikini and she's just flicking a towel and the towel is sort of mid-flick, so the towel's blurry, you know, so you know that's in the video. And but it's not in the video really, but I just put it in, you know. But I got 103,000 views in a few weeks just on a basic vlog. So the organic thumbnail, that's the most powerful tool.
Exploit yourself.
Yeah. Big money, big impact, big fun. Thumbnail.
Kristen, you're looking good. Oh my god.
Yeah, we
I
go.
ride out with Andrew's mountain bike.
Yeah?
It's a nice
Good
bike.
job. You are healing so quick.
Yeah, it was
wow.
hard with the mountain bike.
Needs a bit of oil on the chain. Did you have any oil at home or?
Yes.
Because it's a bit squeaky.
You know, that's me, I know, last night, I noticed this morning, but yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of lube on there. The best lube I find is called Squirt. It's like a white, biodegradable stuff. Don't know if they sell it here, but it's really clean. It's really good. If your chain's ever squeaky like a mouse, put a little bit of lube on the chain. And like, wipe off the old stuff a bit with a rag, backpedal it, and then put on some new stuff. Sweet. How often should you do that? Every time you can hear your chain sounding a bit dry or squeaky. Give it a lube. It'll make it last a lot longer. Did anyone lose a bicycle pump this morning? No? Or was it the bike pump got handed in, so didn't know anyone. Oh yeah, I did lose that. Yeah. I was waiting for 5 people to put their hand up. So
I'll take it.
I'll put it in the lost and found, and then we'll auction off for charity at the end of the festival. Someone, it's from our group, so they probably don't notice yet.
Did you find your pocket?
Did I find my wallet?
Yeah.
No. I went back to 7-Eleven and someone got a good paycheck that day. But I didn't lose any cards, so.
You got a good lesson to go to bed earlier and sleep more.
Yeah, I did like 3 hours sleep the night
You're
before.
more observant.
Definitely sleep, yeah, it's good. Went to bed last night at about 9 o'clock.
It's not something you usually do.
No, it's not. It's just, this time of year I got a lot of stuff on my plate, working and just banging out. But it's good, like, you know, just wake up, no caffeine needed, just go out and bang it out. We did sub 50 group this morning. We got 4 PRs.
You got PR, PB.
Yeah, Chloe PR'd, Benjamin PR'd, Corey PR'd. Who else?
me, but I wasn't in the group.
Okay, good, good. What'd you get?
I got a couple extra watts.
Oh, you do PR, wattage PR?
Yeah.
Good. Good.
What was the time this morning for the pace?
We did about 47 something. We were on 50 pace, and then a couple of people dropped off, but the Benjamin and Eva and Corey still had more in them, so I've increased the wattage just a little bit to go a little bit quicker. Did well. Yeah, it's good. Good fun. Good fun. This flower here, it's called Devil's Trumpet, and it's called, in Colombia they make it into a powder called scopolamine, where if they blow into your face, they come back an hour later and you're under their spell. Who knows the channel called Vice? Yeah, so type in the world's most dangerous drug, and Vice have got a good documentary. They basically make a powder, they put it on a business card and say, hey, I'm a painter, would you like any painting done? People are like, nah, I'm alright, thanks, okay, bye. They just blew it in your face. Come back an hour later, and they're like, hey, we need to go to the bank, I need $100,000 bucks. I need the keys to your Ferrari. Oh, no worries, here you go. We should have sex. Okay, let's do it. And then you're under the spell for a few hours. So it's full on. Look it up. It's from that flower. I don't know how they worked that out, but scopolamine.
But do they do that here in Thailand?
Nah. That's something Thai people wouldn't do. The Thai culture is more respectful. Like, yeah, but in general, you know, it's like Thailand's. I mean, you couldn't have your bikes hanging around like that in Colombia or something, or Australia even. 100%. If this was in Australia, this place would be targeted every day. Every day. Once the word got around. Like Tour Down Under. Every year at Tour Down Under, there's like professional bike thieves that just come over to Adelaide to steal bikes. Yeah. There's bikes everywhere. They just walk in with like a helmet and lycra, and just jump on a bike and ride off, and no one knows the difference. You know?
Hey Harley, do you like the bananas here?
Do I like the bananas here? Yeah, I love them. It's hit and miss though, you know. But you got to make sure that they're full yellow, no green, but they won't get spotty. The long Cavendish, called the Guay Hong, it doesn't get spotty, so it just goes yellow. So I buy them green, and I just put them in my room, because they bruise really easy. So I just buy them green, put them in my room, wait a few days, when they're yellow, basically pick them up, and it just pops off the stem.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of plantains.
The plantains are different. They might just be cooking bananas.
Yeah.
What's the small ones?
The Guay Noir. There's about 5 different little monkey finger ones. So you just play around with them. But the long ones are my favourite. The Cavendish Guay Hong. Just buy them green or just yellowy green. Put them on the floor when they're full yellow. Smash them in.
Yeah, the little ones seem very squidgy.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't travel. You got to buy them green, otherwise they get bruised in your bag. Right. And the fruit fly sting them, and then you open up. There's like a spaghetti in your banana. Fruit fly worm. So I buy them green, let them ripen up.
Protein.
Protein. Protein, mate.
Where are you getting power meter batteries?
7-Eleven.
I was at 3 7-Elevens this morning.
No 2032s? You've stages?
Yeah, right over there. It's the new stages.
That should be
The one across
2032.
the one across from the Unigate building.
Okay.
Yeah. Just stay them.
They're right next to the entrance.
Just say, I need a power, I've been a battery for my stages. That you know what I'm talking about. No, it's a 2032.
Yeah, they're just right next to the entrance, like in a little stand.
Okay. Thank you.
It's go, I need a power from a battery, can you put it in as well? But, just kidding.
Harley, I know you've got some tape across your power meter. Is that extra watt something or?
The tape?
Yeah.
I've had that stage for about 3 years, and when I first got it, I was a bit rough with it, and I sort of cracked some of the internal stuff. They would give me one on warranty, but for me it'd be a waste of a product that works, and a waste of a cranked arm that works, and for them just to chuck it in the landfill or whatever, just because I want something new and shiny, I wouldn't do it. So I just got the tape on there, just keep the cap on better.
I'm a bit worried about water getting in my stage's power meter.
So just tape it up then.
Yeah.
Or get a bit of silicone grease around the seal. I use that, it's called crystal grease, white lightning crystal grease. And I rode that through like my bike was submerged, my power meter was fully submerged the other day in the flood, and it's alright, so no worries. But if it ever does get wet, you take everything off and let it dry overnight, and then the water come out. That should be good.
Actually ruin the unit altogether.
The early units it would ruin them, but now the electric board's a lot stronger. Yeah, pretty hard to cook one now. If you have any problems with it, just let me know and I'll have a Twitter with it.
Harley, do you know of any like good places around here to get like vasectomy done?
Where can you get vasectomies done in Thailand? One of the tuk-tuk drivers. Couple of pliers and have a cigarette.
Sounds good.
Sounds about.
It's a video for someone who's named Sugar Addict.
Yeah, Patrick. I've got a lot of, probably about 10 guys have had vasectomies in Chiang Mai, local hospital. Yeah, maybe contact just go on the Sugar Addict, type in Sugar Addict on YouTube and talk to Patrick, because he lived here for quite a while, who's a teacher here. He's moved to China to teach, and Patrick will hook you up. Yeah, don't know. I'll talk to him the other day on YouTube.
It might be in the Facebook group.
Yeah, Patrick Clark on
Patrick
Facebook.
Clark,
Yeah, add him on Facebook.
Yeah.
We'll get a hold of him and see what
Great idea for vasectomy.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my mates just had one. He's got 2 kids. He's like, I'm good. Don't want any more. Now I just want clarity in my life direction.
I wonder how heavy it's going to go.
Rain's really good for your skin.
Unless it's like...
Yeah, when it's in 5 minutes, when it's pissing down.
Yeah,
Rain's
it's
really good for your skin. Really good.
Good for your phones too.
Questions?
I think we've like covered all the questions in the first few days. It's been like 10 minutes now. It's like day 9.
Day
9? I think it's 9.
Stage 8 or stage 9?
9?
10?
10?
I think it's 10 because we've had 2 rest days and we're on.
Question.
9.
Because we got here.
Oh yeah, we got here early. I forgot.
One of those.
Stop. It stopped.
They'll work it out. This is the hardcore people left now.
So it's getting late, and like you're undercarved and you're underslept. You could eat, but you could sleep. Would you just stuff it in and then go to sleep? Or,
Yeah.
Or do you wait till the next day?
It depends. Like for me, I eat because I know next day I got or every day I got stuff to do. So I just eat and sleep, and then next morning, wake up early, eat, and try and get to bed early that night. Just do it all, anytime you can. Eat, sleep, work, have fun. Because I'm a big fan of eating more to get more done versus eating less to get less done. Like, there's so much work we've got to do on the planet, so I believe that eating more to work more to get better results is a good idea versus looking for ways to eat less to do fucking less and to make less of an impact and earn less income and have less fun. That's where I'm at. I used to go, this might be good. This might be a good reason not to eat. Yeah, and then I remember I used to fast on airplanes. So I'd fly from like LA to Australia, fast. I remember I got to your house one time and I was just like, I was such a space cadet.
In Costa Rica?
Yeah.
In Sydney?
And you guys are like, we're going to go for a walk. Do you want to come? I'm like, I'm just going to chill here.
Yeah, you were out of it.
Just missing out. So yeah, eat more, rest more, do more, be more, give more.
I remember we
Have more
thought
fun.
fasting was a better thing to do.
Yeah. Live and learn. Live and learn. And that's why I can speak with such conviction now, is because I've done the mistakes. I've learned from that, and I've seen other people do that. And if you can learn from second-hand mistakes, that's wicked. That's great. You know? That's why how a lot of people now get away with doping in sport, is because they learn from Lance Armstrong, they learn from Tyler Hamilton, they learn from Ben Johnson, and then they go, oh, we'll do it this way. So learn Just eat and go to bed. And if you have a late night now and then, it's not going to kill you. Never use late nights or whatever as an excuse not to work. Get it done and do better that day. It's easy to get caught up in the excuse, oh, I haven't drunk enough, I haven't eaten enough, oh, I won't do that now. Do it anyway, and eat, drink, and rest as you go.
Yeah, I have a question. If you could like tell us, what did you do on your first date, or where did you go, and how was it?
First date.
I don't think we did any dates.
We just knew each other off a raw food forum called Raw Pleasure. We just associated on there. I did a water fast, like 5 days, and people were like, show us the results, you know, because it was all about aesthetics. It wasn't really about healing, it was about weight loss. And so I put up like some bikini shots. And next thing I know, Harley's like messaged me saying, hey, like I'm coming to Sydney soon. You know, can I stay with you or hang out with you? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. Like we had a little bit of like public communication, not private message. And then he came over, and when I opened the door, he was wearing like his vegan condom, I call it. Like I called it at the time. It's like, you know, the tight lycra outfit. I've never seen anything like that, even though Tour de France is popular. Like it wasn't in my community, you know, I wasn't into that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, this isn't going to go anywhere with this guy. Like, I was into bodybuilders, I was being totally just superficial. And you stayed in my room for like 2 weeks, nothing happened. And then what happened? And then, yeah, I asked him to leave actually, because it was like 2 weeks. He was living in my room. And although we got on well, I had to like get on with life and my work and everything. It was a little bit awkward. So, and Harley like cried, didn't you? Yeah, he was upset. He was like, oh. He did, he told me later. He was very upset when I told him, but it was nothing personal. I really enjoyed being around him, but it was just, I was an independent woman. Like I didn't want a guy staying in my room who we weren't
Wasn't
together.
putting out.
Yeah,
I wasn't putting out, so she didn't want to. And then what happened? Put out or get out.
And like a year later or something, we were at this festival, and you can say that.
Yeah, but then we kept in contact, chatting
just randomly.
online, and then we went, Doug Graham came to Australia, and I helped him organise his event and show him around, and then Freely come up. I say Freely again, and we just talk a bit more. And
No, we weren't staying together. We were talking to Grant, saying, hey.
yeah, but I came and stayed with you again in your new place.
Oh, and then we went to.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then went from there.
Oh, then went from there. He didn't go into details.
Oh, it wasn't a date. We were just sort of mutual friends.
Harley said to like his friend, I like Freely. You know, I don't know if I should say something.
And Grant said you gotta say something, otherwise you know. And what would you expect her to read your mind? He's like, oh yeah, that's a good point.
And then he came and told me, and I was kind of like getting to know this other guy. And I'm like, oh, I only see you as a friend, you know, like.
But it was good. It was a weight off my shoulders. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, and I sort of so mentally I moved on instantly, but at least I felt like I got it off my chest. You know, and then that when you communicate with transparency and intention to someone, and then they can respond to you, then you can go, okay, that's where I stand. You know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're guessing, and so then I wasn't guessing anymore. But then a few days later,
We went back to my unit.
yeah,
And he was in the lounge room and I was in the bedroom, and I'm like, you know what you said about liking me, like the other day? He's like, yeah, and I'm like, well, I like you too. And he goes, oh, would you like a glass of water? Like, yeah, why not? The rest is history.
So then
And we'll leave it at that.
how do you guys make it last?
how do you make it last? You just got to have a sense of humour. And it's really, if you're you got to have common interests. You got to have common passions. If you want a quality relationship, in my opinion, you have to be on the fucking same page every day. If you're not, it's a bit like riding a bike. It's like buying a fucking shopping, like one of those, you know, little city bikes. and you're flogging up the mountain every day. It's not designed for that. It's not going to last. Your time's going to be slow. You're going to feel frustrated. So if you're in a relationship with someone and they're not going in the same direction you want to go, and they're not going in the same direction as you that they want to go, you don't want to be dragging someone by the heels, do you? So you've got to have someone who's just like, they're running at your pace as well. They're not going, oh, I want to have a stop, I want to have a break, like, why are we doing this, what's the point? Been there, done that. That's the secret. You've got to have someone who's like matching you step by step. Because they want to, they're on the same page.
And if they aren't, you've got to just be prepared to say, hey, it's been good.
Let's just stay friends.
Let's just stay friends and move on.
Because
be
otherwise,
okay with that.
And if you can't, if you can't talk to someone openly in your relationship, if you can't say, hey, sit down, let's sit down and talk, then you don't have a relationship worth saving. Yeah, if you can't communicate, if you're not creating a space of communication to flow, and if you are creating that space to flow, and that person doesn't want to communicate, then in my opinion, it's not worth saving. Stay as friends and move on. And then, you know, a lot of people don't know how to live by themselves. They go from relationship to relationship to relationship, and they never really find out who they are, and what their passions are, and what they can bring to a relationship. And so then you get two people coming to a relationship to get. It's like two hungry people trying to steal each other's food. It's, you know, never good. But if you've got two chefs who can create awesome food, and they both come into the house, they're bringing their food to the table, and they're just sharing it. Wow, this is really good. Yeah, try some more. Yeah, it's really good as well. And then you're just growing together, and that's where being freely informed, you know, a lot of great stuff. It's because we're on the same page, very same page.
So do you actually give each other's ideas for videos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cycling and weight loss and
yeah, or even like yesterday, Feely did a video, and I said, oh, maybe you should change the title, and this is the reason why, and you've got 5 minutes to do it. And but we discussed it, and Feely's like, oh yeah, that's a good point, and then Feely's just said,
it's going to keep him happy and change it.
And then I did it. Yeah, Feely says, oh, you should do a video about this on this person. I'm like, oh, yeah, good idea.
I tell you all the time, do celebrity videos and you don't do it. I'm like, come on, buddy, like, this is how you're going to do it.
I don't do them occasionally, but I got.
Yeah, but you said one a day you're going to do,
yeah,
you're not even doing it.
I did 10 videos, 11 videos the other day.
Yeah, but you've got to put the celebrity.
I did a celeb one. But that's not my focus right now. My focus is I've got over 500 gig of old footage I want to put up.
Yeah, but you want to get your channel bigger.
Yeah,
views.
I'm happy where I'm at. I'd rather get that old stuff up.
You love all views, you always do.
Everyone does. I agree.
I mean, I just think if you're going to do 5 videos, make one of those videos a celebrity video. That's just what you do every day. And you just watch your views.
Yeah. I agree.
And how did you change your name? Was there any when?
Oh, I didn't do it by default, like by legally. I didn't change it.
Oh well, yeah.
I was just on a forum and I'm like I did a fast, a water fast. It was like nearly a decade ago, and freedom's really important to me. So I coupled my name, Lee with freedom, and came up with Freely, and it stuck, and I really like it way more than Leanne. So when someone calls me Leanne, I'm like, what? That's not my name. And my mum calls me Flea, so she gets gets to be creative as well.
And having a relationship online as well, like when it's public, especially, yeah, our fame has grown together. You know, we never used to walk down the street, people would stop us ever. And so then our fame's grown together and over time, and that can put a lot of pressure on a relationship as well. And there's not many people on the planet who can handle the amount of pressure that we have on social media. And because we've grown with that, we can handle it really well. And I'll see some people take our advice and their channel just goes boom, and they're like 3 million views a month. And then they get someone to start slamming them, or they engage in someone on the internet, and then it becomes this online battle, and they take it really personally, when it's stressing them out. And that's not what it's about.
You gotta be having fun.
Because if you're not having fun, you're gonna age real quick, and it's not gonna work for you. I see that in cycling even. I see people with a lot of talent, and they get into bike racing, and they do good, but then they can't handle the pressure, being a team leader or whatever. So learning how to relax and have fun in life, no matter what's happening around you, just to have that unconditional laughter, and what can be challenging, but training on that, building that emotional muscle, that's really, that's probably the most important thing out there. Because if you ain't having fun and taking everything personally, it's not so good. Like the other day I saw a Thai, no, it's called an Asian black widow, or a Chinese black widow. It's actually a black widow spider, and it's beautiful, so I've got a red back, and I saw it right going across the road, so I stopped and I'm like, picked it up, and I'm like, wow, this is dangerous, I don't know. And I helped it across the road, put it on video, and I was like really stoked for the next 10 minutes. I was like, that spider was so pretty. Some other people might see that spider, like, oh my god, like, this Thailand sucks, you know, there's dangers everywhere, we're going home. It's just a spider. So being able to learn how to, yeah, it's just a banter online. And sometimes I hype it up more than it really has to be hyped up, just to want to get more hits and engage and stuff like that. But when I close my laptop at night, yeah, I don't think much about internet at all, in a negative way. I really enjoy studying human behaviour online and why people do certain things, and it's really cool. I'm really fascinated by it. So, his vegan game's coming now. He's got a girl and he's all into her, and he's not coming over.
Next year, I think.
Maybe next year, yeah. He was going to stay with me in Adelaide in January, but then he met that girl in Belgium, and he's keen on that. So yeah, internet's a great way to meet people, especially if you're a YouTuber and they're a YouTuber, and you know, you can sort of see each other online, how you deal with other people and stuff like that. It's really cool. It matures you pretty fast, and if you don't mature and have fun, it'll break you really fast as well. Like you see celebrities like Justin Bieber, you can tell he's doing hard drugs now. His eyes are sort of wiped out. He's not having fun.
Yeah, because he's going, is this it?
Yeah, he's like, he walks down the street and there's like 100 girls, oh my god! And he's just singing, fuck you, handbag basics. Like, why do you even like me? Like, he's not having fun. He just clicks his fingers, anything happens. And the fame just grew so fast for him. Now it's just, it's breaking him up.
And when it's not based on anything of real substance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's entertaining and it's nice to hear good music and that. Well, good music. But like, where's the substance?
Yeah, but he's kind of like a young child.
Yeah.
Maybe like 22.
People have like an evolution.
You just got thrown into it.
Yeah. Usually driven by pain or discomfort or health or... How do you find the best way to get a message to somebody you care about while they're on their evolution?
How do you, so like a family member?
Yeah, or friends.
Yeah, well, give me like an example, like hypothetical.
Oh, I don't know. People just bully me because what I eat because nobody else eats the same way.
Yeah, like at work or something? Or...
Yeah, and I just say, well, like, because I've been through a lot. So it's why that door opened. It's why it was open for me to walk through it. Now that I walk through it, I feel great. So what the fuck's wrong with you? Why can't you walk through it too? Yeah. You
basically you stand up and say, "Oh, I didn't hear what you said. Yeah. Just come here closer," like, and then you just uppercut like that. Or you uppercut, pivot. Yeah, it's got to have a sense of humour.
Yeah. Like people may be different when you're 30, right?
Yeah.
You may be a Buddhist monk.
But you never know.
You can also remember that you were once there as well.
I was once there. Yeah.
That makes it easier because
I still am, but
remember
getting older and better and wiser.
And like the 3 stages of truth: ridicule, violent opposition, and then eventually they accept it as fact. Like that's just the stages a lot of people have to go through. They ridicule you first, then they might really violently like oppose you.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh shit, you're right all along.
And then they might take on board and they go, oh, you're fucking the best person ever, I love you. And then they'll make videos on YouTube about you. Fucking stay.
That's like the next stage.
Like, we've got about 4 or 5 channels now. 90% of the content's just Sledge and us. And most of them we help at the start get their channel going. But you just can't take it personally. If you're like, every time I see a scorpion on Doorstep Road, I'll stop, pick it up, get off the road.
What I'm saying is like, it's super easy to project once you cross that threshold of like what's right and what's wrong. So you can say you're doing things wrong. However, when I was that age, I made the same mistake.
Oh, yeah.
So my projection on them, I don't know if my way of going about it isn't working for me. It's causing inner turmoil and affecting relationships.
You just got to hang around. Just what I do.
You need a different group to hang.
Just keep bombing, keep dropping truth bombs, keep flying the flag, and you just filter out everything. Like our haters are often they help us filter people away from our teachings. People who wouldn't thrive on our teachings. People who go, oh my god, this happened to me, like this is shit. And we don't want those people.
I feel like you're at that stage where you're changing your community, maybe. You know what I mean? You're changing the people that you hang around.
Oh, definitely.
So
I've
there's
cut
kind of
so
like a
many out.
crossover period,
Yeah.
like where you have a bit of tension, and then it opens you up to a whole new amazing community.
I had a
Most
friend.
people fall away.
Yeah, I had a friend I knew since I was 8 years old. We knew for 20-something years, and then I got on Facebook and dropped a few truth bombs. He's like, "Fucking hell, Harley! Like, used to be cool. What happened to you?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I'm just being honest." He goes, "Well, fuck you then. Unfollow." Yeah. 20. So that was in 2012. So yeah, almost 30. 27 years of knowing this guy. Nah, seeing him. Dropped truth bomb on Facebook. Gone. 28 years or 27. Like, so you'll quickly work out who your friends are and who your acquaintances are, and who's just here to use you or whatever. And at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? As long as you're having fun, living your life purpose.
Who the turkeys
Fuck
are,
it.
and who the
Like,
eagles are.
like I said with the scorpions, when I helped a scorpion across the road, if a scorpion comes down and stings me, I'm not going to be angry at scorpions, because scorpions sting. I'm here to help, and that's what the deal is. I'm not going to shut my YouTube channel down or stop helping people because, one in 20,000 stick my face. Like, I'm not going to do that.
But you can be firm with them.
Just be assertive and have fun and troll. Trolling's, I think, really the secret to life.
I feel I don't have. I feel like I don't have.
Like from June, right, 2016.
I do, man.
Trolling's the
It's
secret to
with
life.
like that projection. It's like a watch and learn, not like do as I say kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I find that works better for me. It makes me sleep a bit easier.
Yeah, do whatever, and you'll find over time. It's just a bit like like when you get into cycling. You get a mountain bike, and then you maybe get a hybrid bike, and then maybe like I want to just try these cycling shoes, and I don't want to clip-ins yet. I want to try toe straps.
Yeah.
And you go with that, and then over bit by bit, you just refine your technique and work out what you can actually do. And when you look back at what you used to do, that wasn't as effective or as good, but it served the purpose in the time, and it helped me get to where I am today. I mean, if I rode the bikes I rode 20 years ago today, I'd be like, this is pretty hard work. If I used the energy I used to use 10 years ago on the internet, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now, because I'd be wasting too much energy, I'd be wasting too much time. There's no mistakes. The only mistake is to not learn from something you can improve on.
Yeah.
Mistakes are just lessons to learn from.
Yeah. Like I'll never learn from your mistakes ever, but we'd probably make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
Probably really similar.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep living, man. Life is school. School's in session. Never stops. Always keep learning.
Have you ever engaged in a conversation with somebody about veganism or animal welfare, and this person was heavily involved with religion, and he was opposing his book in the discussion? And how did you react?
I used to go to church just to troll. Seriously. I had a friend, she was vegan, and she invited me to church, and I thought, oh no. She goes, might be a good opportunity for you to teach people about veganism. I'm like, oh yeah. So I used to engage every time. I wear my vegan shirt, and the Christians go, hey, what's your name? My name's Richard. And I go, Harley, I'm vegan. I'm like, oh, that's a nice shirt. I'm like, oh, God said, thou shalt not kill. And they're like, oh, well, And so every Sunday for quite a while.
Yeah, but God allowed us to eat the animals because of the like.
And I'd engage in the pastors and the preachers, and eventually asked me to leave. This big fat rotund pastor's like, well, not to judge Harley, but maybe this isn't the church for you. You're judging me. He's like, well, and he just wanted to punch the fuck out of me. Seriously. Now I don't go to church. I wait for them to come to me.
And then they leave. Like they're the first to leave.
Yeah.
Like,
or you make a friend. You either repel them with the truth, or you bring them in with the truth.
But usually they'll talk to Asians, but then they'll be the first to leave when you talk about veganism.
Yeah, I normally just say, hey, wait a sec, and I'll go get a drink, I'll get a bit of fruit, a Cliff Bar, and I just go outside and just sit down and say, hey, what's happened today, what are you about?
Yeah.
And we just talk about religion and stuff.
But like when I talk to, because in Africa this is one of the main issues when you try to introduce veganism.
Yeah.
Always religion is the biggest rock that you hit your head on. And I was like, okay, but God is love, so how can you kill and then you love God? It's like conflict too much.
Yeah.
And at this point, they just do the same. You just stop the discussion, or leave, or ask me to leave, or.
And that's again, when you're dropping truth, you'll filter out people. It's like a napalm gun of truth. And the only person left standing will be people you want to hang out with. Everyone else will just run or get burnt. So just, as long as you're having fun and not taking it personally,
Are you wondering what's the best approach?
Yeah.
Honesty. Honesty is always the best approach in that situation.
Yeah, keep bringing the message.
Yeah.
of
Because then
being
you'll
a-
just
yeah.
you'll become like a magnet. People just you want in your life will come to you, and people you don't want in your life will just be like repelled. Like you get a magnet, and you put it against another magnet, it's just like not happening, and then you put it against a bit of iron, it's just like ding. So when your truth magnet gets stronger, you're just attracting more people into your life and totally repelling other people. You know, you walk through the internet and people just be like, oh my god, get them away from me. You know? Or like, oh my god, you guys are the best ever.
People are definitely the hardest to deal with. Like, rarely converted.
because
Oh,
those
Seventh Day
people
Adventist
live
Church, they're pretty cool. Most of them are more open. Sevies. But yeah, you got Daniel 1, you got Leviticus 3:17, you got Genesis 1:29, 10 Commandments, all that stuff. You know? It would go, once God created my heart says, be kind, don't kill. End of the day. Eat plants. Plant killer. I'd rather be a serial killer. Speaking of serial killers, is Steph. She'll eat 10 boxes of cereal a day. Next question.
What happens if you have your cereal killer?
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, stop buying all the cereal, guys. It's like an issue in my life.
What do you think happened to Julia? And what should she eat now?
Who?
Julia Boy.
Oh, Julia, well, it's just stress, you know. Julia's like an awesome girl, really high energy. Who thinks Julia's high energy? Yeah, she's fucking high, next level. And so when you got that much nervous energy, that can go into your stomach and give you an ulcer, you know. So it's 100%, 99.999%. It's just her passion and zest not being transmutated into cycling, into YouTube. It's into like, oh my god, what did someone say on the internet?
And she also maybe, because she's doing 100% raw, she had some like really heavy colon backup.
Yeah.
That the fruit was coming through and there was just like a big old science experiment going on in her gut.
Essentially.
I think she drinks less water than me. I stayed with her and I was like drinking.
And that's
water
definitely going to
she
affect your
didn't.
digestion a lot.
And so,
She said the doctors told her to stop eating fruit.
never go to doctor's nutrition advice. I don't know. Go if we have an accident, the doctors can help. Nutrition, no. So I would say with Julia, my advice would be just to chill, relax, go to bed early, no more late nights, and maybe drink at least 3 litres of water a day, and then go from there, and continue on raw food. Easy. Chill, early nights, drink more water. Sorted. Late nights, can't digest properly. Stress, can't digest properly. Not enough water, can't digest properly. Go to the doctors, get medication.
It's probably a necessary stage in her like detoxing.
Yeah, she's only 16.
Get whatever it was out of her gut.
She's doing great. Like, you know. But she's definitely got.
The colon's a very long place. You know what I mean? There's a lot that can be backed up in there.
She's got next level computer upstairs, and next level computers need next level early nights and water, and then they need a lot of sport, a lot of cycling, and then they become champions in life.
The doctor
Or they
says
self-destruct.
to eat fruits.
Yeah, but
The doctors don't have an effing clue
they have no idea
about nutrition. Like, if you listen to a doctor about nutrition, and the doctor doesn't support what we say, then you're a fool. Absolute fool. It's a bit like listening to a drunk guy who's pouring oil on the road, smoking a cigarette. Mate, I want you to hit this corner full gas and get a two-wheel lock and you'll be totally fine. Don't touch the brakes, mate. Full lock. Drifting through the corner, mate. Alright. Doing right is wrong. As the balance in the corner, the oil was right. And that'll be $500, eh? I studied at university.
They're asking like a homeless person on the street how to get rich. You know, it's a very easy example. They just don't know.
I mean, when I was homeless, and I was living in the homeless shelter.
No disrespect to homeless people,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean. It's like,
And I was like, these guys are fucking losers. They're just whining all day. This was back in 1995.
it's a lot of victim mentality.
And I was still with victim mentality back then, but I was like, these guys are like, I didn't really understand what was going on. I was like, these guys are fucking soft. I thought they were really tough street guys and thugs, but they're just fucking whining about all this shit. And I was like, wow, these guys are a bunch of losers. And I found it hard to be around them. You know? And then eventually I moved, then they stole my stuff, all my like brand new jackets that I just stolen from the department store. And so then I had nothing except for clothes on my back. I thought, I'm out of this place. These guys are downers, they stole my shit, I'm out. I'd rather live on the street. And then I went from there. Then I got my own little pad. But yeah, so you can listen to anyone in life. Just be discerning. And I didn't know anyone on the planet who was living the lifestyle I live today when I started living it. But I envisioned that, I dreamed of that, I fantasized that, and I wrote down what I have to do to get that. And now I'm living that today. I created my reality today.
And we all,
we all live in a Western economy, we can do that. The person in Rwanda just had their legs chopped off this morning. They're probably going to die tonight, maybe, or they might live. Their reality is pretty hard to escape from. But all of us here, we all got it really fucking good. So I would say to not take advantage of that and be grateful for that is to spit in the face of how lucky we all are to be here today. Or to have a Romanian passport, an Australian passport, or a German passport, and have access to all that. Some of us could have been born in Rwanda, or Uganda, and just born into total poverty and civil war.
And then you've got those people who come out of that.
And then you still got those people who still escape that and make it happen. So, yeah, just always seek sources of inspiration. And if you can't find any, be one yourself. Be a lighthouse shining so brightly that your example is undeniable to anyone who's got open eyes.
Really, at the markets in Romania, they call me banana girl.
Oh, do they? Awesome.
In Romania.
Good, yeah.
That's great. You buy a lot of bananas here?
Yeah, always.
Good, bananas are the best.
Nice. I'm sure there's other girls probably get called banana girls. Yeah. That's awesome.
And that's good, you've got a sense of humour, you laugh at that. Some people say, like, why can't we banana you? Like, they're making fun of me. Like, oh my god, I can't do this diet.
Actually, they asked me if I have monkeys at home.
Yeah, that's good. So have fun with that. When I first got into the lifestyle, someone asked me, oh, you're buying a box of bananas, what's going on there? You got monkeys, you do a smoothie stand for like your big family. And so I used to tell them a different reason every week. I had them all week to think of a creative answer. And eventually it worked out I was sort of trolling. And then they worked out I was trolling, and then I'd be trolling another staff member and they'd be like laughing in the background. Yeah. Lots of examples. Yeah. I remember one time I said Lance Armstrong lives with me and he eats just bananas. So don't tell anyone. And it was believable because Lance Armstrong was in Adelaide at the time.
There's always some people who believe it.
And then one time I met a guy, he goes, oh, there's this guy in Adelaide and he rides a bike, he just eats bananas. And he does like 220 k's a day.
Every day.
And I'm like, oh, they're probably talking about me. And they're like, do you just eat bananas? I'm like, no. But it wasn't you then. No, like literally, it probably was me. I took it out of context. Like I do a lot of bananas. I do big rides, but I don't do it every day. Well, it's not you, mate. So I said, no worries, buddy. No worries. It's so funny, but he wasn't trolling me. He was honestly believing it. There's some guy out there who eats 50 or 60 bananas a day and does 220 k's a day every single day.
So you troll himself?
Yeah, it was quite funny to convince someone that I was the person that he thought I wasn't. It was like next level schizophrenia. Some of the people in Adelaide are hilarious.
Oh yeah. If you're the naughty guy.
Oh yeah. Adelaide is just
kind of a two-part personal question. How do you feel that steroids permanently affected your body and mind during and after? And do you think vegan gains is on steroids, or can you get that big naturally?
So his vegan gains and steroids, I'd say no. Can you get as big as naturally? He's not that big.
No.
He has like he has big arms, and then his torso is not unusually big. Do you notice that? He's got these big like biceps. What's that?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, if you see him with his shirt off.
It's when someone's popping all over. Their chest's popping, their pecs are popping, their delts are popping, their lats are popping, their traps are popping. Vegan gains on his biceps are popping.
It's like genetically bigger. Like there's definitely some guys who are genetically bigger than the others.
Yeah, like some people's cars genetically just pop. They got more androgen receptors in the legs. No matter how much steroids you take, you never get there because it's just.
Massive if he was on steroids.
Yeah, if VG was on the gas, everything would be popping.
But then you can take smaller doses.
But if you're a bodybuilder, your goal is to be swole.
Yeah.
You know, if you're getting called skinny, then you're probably natty.
What was your cycle?
What was my cycle?
Yeah.
It was just about 4 weeks, like low dose, about 250 milligram a week. So very, very minute. But I basically took a male contraceptive dosage with testosterone and outside. Yeah. So I was just showing people out there that I was also curious as well, but my main intention was that men can take a contraceptive, but we don't because it's like, oh, you know, let women fuck up their bodies with the pill. So how long do you take steroids for?
It's definitely different. You can't compare
like your hormones.
You can't compare male steroids and female.
Obviously it's different, but if a female takes estrogen and progesterone, she doesn't get pregnant. If a male takes testosterone and anthate, he can't produce sperm. So it works exactly the same.
It definitely does different things.
It does different things.
I think that's important to differentiate.
Yeah. But how long did you take steroids for?
I took contraceptive pill for 7 years.
Okay, so that's an example in society. I took it for like a month consistently. People lost their shit. If you took it for 7 years, be like, oh, you're a girl.
Is that all you took it for?
Yeah, you're a girl. It's all good.
So how did it really affect you though?
How did it affect me? I was gaining muscle like crazy. I was gaining so much strength that the tendons in my hands, I went to grab a trolley and it was sort of frozen. And I just did the whole thing, and it gives you fucking so strong relative to yourself. But the tendons in my hand, one of them like sort of like twang. I was like, whoa. You know, like, that's why a lot of guys get like knee injuries or hamstrings because they got so much. The muscle belly grows so fast, so strong, but the tendons take almost years to get that level. People just like sprinters pulling hamstrings all the time.
Pushing 100 kilos in 3 months.
Or shoulders and stuff. Like strength's out of sight relative to what it was naturally.
And you still notice some of the effects even though you haven't been on it in a while?
I still feel I've kept a bit of the weight on, yeah. So, you know, but mentally, I would say your workload's increased a lot more. You need a lot less sleep. Your insulin sensitivity's increased. You're more passionate, more aggressive. You want to fight more, which can be good or bad. For people who already have a bad temper, it's very bad because they just fly off the handle. Do I believe in roid rage? No, but if someone's a wanker in real life, on steroids they'll be a bigger wanker. Yeah, it enhances your negative aspects. My red blood cell count went up, hemoglobin went up.
Did you cycle slower? The increase in weight?
Yeah, I didn't see any PRs cycling at all. All my best hill climb times when I was about 64 kilo. I went up to 70 kilos on 1 month to get on the gas.
What are you sitting in now?
For about 66, 65. So, and I would say it's 100% addictive. If your goal is aesthetics as a guy and to be like a soldier, 100% addictive.
Also the mental aspect. Not just the aesthetics.
Yeah, and
you enjoy it. So.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but I just think guys who take, I took micro dosing. You know, some guys take like 1 gram a week for like 12-week cycle, plus other stuff, stacking it. I just can't imagine what's going through their head. You know, like, it's epidemic, man. The amount of people on steroids and like males on sex steroids and on the net. And even girls wrote to me as well, and they're like, oh, as soon as I got in the pill, I went fucking crazy. I was depressed, my sex drive was all over the place, and, you know. So, you said video did when I went to university and said, you know, what do you girls think of steroids? Would you take steroids? And they're all on the pill, and they didn't even know it. Yeah, and they're uni students. They're fucking smart, apparently. And I didn't, I was dressed up as like a student stuff, and It is insane. And it's insane how easy it is to get steroids from a doctor. Anabolic steroids. It's so fucking easy. I went to one doctor and he gave me 500 milligrams a week. I said, I probably don't need that much. He goes, mate, I'm the doctor. I'm the doctor here. And I'm like, no worries, mate. But the level of arrogance some doctors have, you know? And I said, what do I do if I come off of it? He goes, what do you mean coming off? Like, they just keep you on. Like, it's insane. So, what's the question?
What does Freely hate about?
What does Freely hate about? Freely's dated a lot of steroid guys in the past. What did you hate about me and my little expose?
Well, look, I didn't sign up for that when we got together. You know, like I left the steroid users in the past, I thought. So, yeah, I don't like Harley when he's on steroids.
Well, he's just a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, it changes his personality a lot. You know, like I like his true self. You know what I mean? Like without the extra testosterone, it just doesn't do favors for his personality, and you know, it's a bit of. I mean, I don't want to write him off too much, but it doesn't.
Any examples where you just like that character?
Yeah, but I don't really want to share them publicly. Like, really, like, what the heck moments, okay? But I don't want to, like, share it publicly.
That's why I laugh when some girls write me and say, oh, my boyfriend's swole, he's on steroids. He ain't gonna fucking tell you, mate. You know, like, because there's so much stigma about it. Like, 99% of guys on the gas won't tell their girlfriend. Because there's stigma about it, and then, no. 100% aligned, you know.
And when these moments happen to little Harley, do you think it was abnormal, or do you just think it was normal, like Freely's making it up?
No, I could definitely see Freely's point of view 100%. And so it's good, like, it's good Freely was like a bit of a mirror, like a soundboard. And so, you know, why are you doing this, why are you doing that? So it was good. It was good.
Good that you're conscious of it too, because
yeah.
you have to be conscious of it.
It's
easy
great
to be
experiment.
unconscious and be like, just like, you know.
It makes me like never want to be with anyone on steroids in the future, ever.
And that's why guys lie. Yeah, that's why guys will lie. Like, that's why I see so many chicks that get with guys and like, he's on steroids, and they're like, no he's not. I'm like, fucking put my life on it, he is. And it becomes this like, you become like, it's like a drug addict, where you lie and hide it.
It's like legit, like, lie, cheat, steal kind of vibe.
Because it's like, there's so much social stigma against it, you know. That's why all those swolgers on YouTube never admit it, because they always get roasted. And they won't sell any ebooks or protein powder, because people say, oh, you just took steroids. So you can't be honest about it. But the good thing about me, I'm a skinny motherfucker, and people don't care what I really look like, so I've got no pressure to get on the gas. I'm not a champion cyclist. People come for me for information. So I can be 42 kilos, or I can be 110 kilo fake daddy swolger, and no one really cares, because it's the information I can give. And my main thing that people come to me for is lifestyle, health, and weight loss. And you don't need steroids to do any of that.
So how can you tell that John Venus is on it, but Richard isn't?
Because look how big fucking Venus is.
It makes any difference to me.
Yeah. Like if Vegan Gains, and no disrespect to Vegan Gains, but he got on stage at a bodybuilding comp, people are like, where's this dude's symmetry? They'd be like, hey, babe, you left your symmetry in the car park.
He doesn't have the bulk in the torso. I've dated so many steroid users, former Mr. Australia. Like, I've seen so many physiques on steroids. He just doesn't have that bulk in the torso. He has this kind of, like Harley said, like, disproportionate. And it's like he's genetically blessed in the bicep area.
Yeah. I think he gets a lot of hate for that as well.
Yeah.
He does.
Vegan Gains, he gets hate because he's got big biceps and is otherwise not.
Has Richard ever done anything in the past? I don't know. You know.
And I'm definitely not giving him shit about that. I think he looks great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I mean, what is this, like,
But
perfect body thing that we're, you know, everybody's
we're comparing,
aiming for?
like, a natural person today to someone who's chemically enhanced. It's like comparing, you know, a Hollywood smile with someone just, you know, pre-cosmetic dental surgery.
Yeah.
Like, I see people saying, oh, I want the same smile as Tom Cruise. Like, what toothpaste does he use? Fucking cosmetic dental surgery. Like, look at Tom Cruise's teeth before and after, you know, so you can, you're competing against that, fake natties or whatever. But it sells ebooks, man. Like that Brendan Carter guy.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
You know, like, mate, just discipline, man. I've been doing this for 10 years. And it's just discipline and dedication. And this is the supplements I use. It's called fucking Bro Labs. It's supplements. It's just really
Science
man.
with Bro Labs.
Just lying motherfuckers making bank. These guys are making bank. All the suckers out there who go, oh, you're like, he's such a nice guy. Just because you use steroids doesn't mean you're an asshole. You just want to get edge on your competition. And if your competition is aesthetics, 100% you get on the gas. You're like Kino Body.
Kino Body's a good one.
He's a good example of just like low dosage. It's a bit of people, it makes it sort of believable, but 100% on the gas.
And a lot of guys want to look like him, so he just sells.
Yeah. And he even says, he goes, I wouldn't even know like where to start. You've been in a fucking gym for 10 years. You hang out with your mates on the gas. I wouldn't know where to start. Like, as if you don't talk about that shit. Like, you know, it's hilarious. Like, I know where to start, and I'm a fucking 66 kilo every single day. Oh, you look like you got, cancer patient, or you just get found in the jungle or something.
He's a good liar. Like,
It's a great liar. The best tool of a liar and a thief is being polite and sincerity. Oh, like, thanks guys, like, I do this all for love, like, I just love all you guys so much, and you guys have a good day, go get your favourite drink and sit down. I want to share you some tips about intermittent fasting. I want to be friends with vegans, and I get attacked, and oh my god, like maybe shed a tear and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Crocodile tears.
A lot of violent criminals are like that too. Really
manipulative,
polite,
rapists,
overly polite, and they sort of bring you in closer than they
show them on the side.
Yeah. That's really noted.
There's a spider called the white-tailed spider, and it preys on a black house spider. And one night in probably 1998, I was lucky enough to see a white-tailed spider catch a black house spider. And the white-tailed spider was really small. The house spider was double its size. And the white-tailed spider walked up to the web and got its little foot and just sort of tickled the web. So the house spider came out thinking it was a fly, and the white-tailed spider came underneath like full Brazilian jiu-jitsu and just killed the fucking house spider. I was just like, fuck. Like, it's such a rare occurrence. It's never been on film, as far as I've seen. And I saw that and I was like, no way. And that's what people do. They walk in and just like, play the web of deceit. And people come with their fucking money and trust and love. And, oh my god, you're the best person ever. Boom. Yeah. And then people come in to the vegan scene and try and talk shit about me or whatever. Because people want the money, or they want fame, or they're jealous or whatever. It's a crazy world out there. But just keep trolling and having fun. But steroids, epidemic out there. Epidemic. They work so fucking well. They just pour muscle on. Steroids were first designed for patients in hospital to gain muscle while they're laying in bed. If you're on 1,000 calories a day and I inject you with certain anabolic hormones, you will gain muscle laying in bed on a low calorie diet. That's how powerful they are. And you throw in more calories in training, you pop. 100%.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you, where does the term carb the fuck up come from?
Carb the fuck up comes from, it's a bit of a derivative from harden the fuck up.
Roll 5.
I think I started using it on Facebook a while back or something. I can't even really remember.
Yeah, because I saw a video where someone explained it.
What's that?
I saw, I think once a video or read something that you just copied it from someone else.
Probably. I can't
made it like more popular.
Maybe.
Because it was your attitude as well.
Yeah. Harden the fuck up, carb the fuck up. I don't know. Someone maybe it'd be a big lawsuit down the track. I don't have a trademark. Nothing of mine is copyrighted.
I had to trademark my stuff because one of my stalkers was trying to trademark it. I'm like.
So if someone goes out and picks up carb the fuck up t-shirts, I'll be like, I hope to become a millionaire. I don't give a fuck. Because I want the message out there.
I mean, if someone tries to trademark something like one of your business names or something, you have to like respond to that, or else they can cause you problems in the future.
I think it'll be a good lawsuit, because if the judge will go, look, you've obviously been using this from 2010, and now you've trademarked carb the fuck up in 2017, like, so yeah.
I know, it's like,
I wouldn't. I mean, if
it's
someone,
money at the end of the day. Whoever's got most money.
it is a crazy world.
You got a
But
question?
again, I live like a hobby lifestyle. It's not professional for me.
I was wondering how many kilos of baggage you brought to Chiang Mai.
How many kilos of baggage did we bring? I brought a
Including
bicycle.
the bike?
Yeah, like everything included.
Baggage is, I mean, the bike you don't want to include because everyone's bike's a different way. So I think what's bag, because you need to bring a bike. So the bike weight is irrelevant, I feel.
Mine was under 20 kilos with the bike. So.
Your backpack.
Like 3 kilos.
Your backpack was about 3 or 4 kilos. Yeah. So it really just took a little backpack and a little shopping bag. I bought like 2 pannier bags and a shopping bag. So pretty light.
It's so good, like traveling light, really.
We'll do one more question and we'll wrap it up.
Are you just like washing your clothes in the shower then?
Yeah, just in the shower or
mostly.
the washing machine downstairs.
Okay.
That's why I don't get too close. Okay.
What do you think the meat dairy and egg industry will start getting sued? Is that in the next 2 years? Will they have warning labels on food like cigarettes?
When will the meat and dairy industry get sued? When will there be warning labels like cigarettes? Great question.
It's $1 trillion industry.
Yeah, money's power. The golden rule.
It's going to be a while, like, maybe for that.
Yeah, the golden rule is those are the gold make the fucking rules. So I would say it'll be a while. Sooner the better.
Of course.
But that's what I just focus on. Keep banging out YouTube, creating a shift via social media. Too much money in it. But once some lawyers start getting savvy, because lawyers love money, that's why they're lawyers. Once they start getting savvy to how much potential for class action lawsuits, they'll be like, all right, bring it on, like in the US.
And it's just not sustainable. You know? We're just getting to the end. We need like 14 planets.
Yeah. But humans will, in my opinion, it sounds negative, but I think we'll wipe each other out before we save the planet.
No.
Even the vegan community, like, it's like infighting and like, hey, no. Even at a festival, some people are like, oh, you should do it this way. Like, that's good.
Make your own festival.
Make your own festival. Make your own group in the festival and show us how it's done.
Especially if you're going to come at us like...
Don't come whining.
In like a really passive-aggressive way.
You know, take action, make it happen, and then show us how it's done. So, but, no buts, do it. We believe in you, make it happen, do it.
Or at least like, you know, if there's something you don't agree with, or you got some advice, it's like, just be, you know,
chill.
Non-confrontational about it and just not so rude.
Especially in your community.
Yeah,
you know.
like, that's really disappointing when I see people.
If you're going to be rude, go to McDonald's and be rude there. Like, just be chill and communicate. Straight up. Get it done. One more question. Take it easy in the downhill. Because spending your time here with broken bones, it ain't no fun. Take it easy in the downhill. Alright, no more questions? Case adjourned.
Really loud car fuck up.